Hello there, everybody. Welcome on back to Lucka be a Landlord. I don't know why we're putting at the end of everything. Let's spin. Let's get this show on the road. Let's build a weird deck today. And honestly, this is like kind of ideal. He says, knowing that it's maybe not ideal. We never mess with rabbits. Like ever, right? We never do it. So I'm gonna mess with rabbits. I'm also gonna take a dog, knowing that Quigley is a common item, right? And maybe we can end up getting some dogs to wolf, boys to men kind of action here. It'll get interesting. It'll immediately. You're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. This is a hard one. I think I will take the lucky capsule. Thank you. And then, I mean, look, right? Don't call me a psychic, but call me a psychic. Immediately, we see the old wolf come out. A little Quigley action. Dude, I'll take Zaroff. I'll take Zaroff. You think that I don't want Zaroff? Zaroff could carry us early on this run. I'm tempted to take this sucker as well. I am. I don't know if the rabbit build is actually going to work for the entirety of this run. So let's make a backup plan, right? I think it's always important to form a backup plan when you're doing, I mean, quite literally anything in life, right? There's always a chance that something can just go extraordinarily wrong in life. So a small backup plan does not hurt to have in the slightest. I will take Nori the rabbit, yeah. Even though Black Cat is arguably even better, right? I'm still going. Frick, man, I'll take Black Cat. I'm mad about it though. I'm mad about it because I do think that actually like Nori fits what I'm trying to do more, but Black Cat isn't uncommon. You know, with the fact that we have Black Cat, I will now take another cat. I've been very picky with what we're adding to this deck, and that's actually. It's a tiny bit problematic. It's very, very mildly problematic, but I think we're okay. So there's another wolf, and those are 3 bangers right now. We're 25 ahead. Let's not fret too much here. So I will take the wolf, and then I will take shedding season here, and it's a rabbit meta, right? We're trying to build this rabbit meta that I just have not ever done. It's just a build we've never done, which is why I'm trying to do it. I'm gonna keep on taking the cats. We can always thin this deck down. There's another rabbit. That's good stuff. He's made some rabbit fluff. Okay, let's do it, right? I will take another club because it's rabbits and suits. And then occasionally we also throw in like living beings for Zaroff to murder. It's a weird system. We take the ninja. Obviously, black pepper works fine, although one would argue that maybe pink pepper was actually the better option for that right there. Toddler's finally gone. Now we get the dwarf killed. We'll take the miner. He also gets killed by Zaroff. We're basically just fueling some 15s every once in a while, right? And I think that that's a good thing. So the owl fits into the eventual moon build that the rabbit and the wolves both dig into. But I actually think I value the item capsule a little bit more. An egg carton now, it provides us with at least a means to do a little bit of extra grunt work in here. Because we can now add some egg. And it just helps, right? It's a permanent helper. So 65 up is not bad, dude. It's really not bad. I'm saving these rerolls. We need to eventually get like the moon to come out, I think. So here I think it's probably Voidstone for me. I was gonna go Chemical 7. I think it's Voidstone. I also think Fish Tank is fine. You love to see. I mean, this is a gray round, right? It's a 71 round. It's very, very good. Lucky capsule, and then this is where we can now pop some rerolls if we want. And I don't even know what we're looking for, actually. I'm gonna tell you, just give me the lucky capsule. I know that's a weird situation, but I don't hate it. I do hate the treasure chest. I'll reroll here. It's tough, right? It's tough. I will take the spade because it now makes all of our suits give more, which I think is better. Then I think the lucky is still, while we're early on this run and we can get some decent stuff going. Here's the problem, right? Like Zaroff kills so much of what we're trying to do right now. I guess I'm just gonna go spade. This is a weird run. It's a weird run because it doesn't do a lot of what we want it to right now. We're only up 50 on this one. Beastmaster will put in a little bit. Rusty Gear is obviously an S tier item for us. The Beastmaster is already gone, and I'm totally okay with that. He served his, albeit small, purpose quite quickly. We have the suits, right? Like, we do legitimately have the suits required to make this deck work. I know that we have a lot of rabbits in the deck as well, which does not help, right? That does not help. We started as a rabbit build, and this has actually just slowly digressed into a suit build over time. You might as well take the diver. I mean, he'll eat the pearl, and then he'll get eaten by Zaroff. It's a 1-2 punch, so that's fine. I will skip here. Nori really would be a great item. I know that we didn't take it, but it would be a great item. Say goodbye to the diver. He lived a good life. Really, he did. And this is a fine round. I mean, we're up a decent chunk, and these spades are actually like kind of doing great work for us. I mean, we went from 25 up to now we're 110 up, right? I was gonna try and make a 5-up reference. Fellow Among Us player. I say fellow, I don't play Among Us. So fellow is a little bit of a strange way to word it, but a great content creator nonetheless. Let's go Grave Robber. Never really hurts. Farmer gets killed. Really just humans are an insta-take for us. That's the beauty of a Zaroff deck, right? Because Zaroff is basically just a free 15 on things you would normally skip, which makes him a fun item. So, like, obviously Diamond is interesting, right? Is it? Is it actually good? I don't really think it is. I'm just gonna take the Silver Arrow, and I don't love Silver Arrow, okay? I've grown to dislike arrows a little bit more recently, because I actually think they're kind of bad, and we're now in a position, I'm gonna tell you, we're digging into a suit build, which is fine because we haven't actually done a suit build since, I mean, basically since they nerfed suits to an oblivion. So I feel like doing a suit build right now is not necessarily a bad thing. I am going to tell you that I kind of want to remove these rabbits before things get out of hand, because I think they're going to get out of hand pretty quickly. I'll take the lucky. Barrel of Dwarves is honestly hilarious, and I would pop it immediately here. It's gonna hurt us in the short meanwhile, but Zaroff is gonna make real freaking quick work of them here soon. So it'll be fine. We can add the farmer as well. There we go. So that's exactly what we wanted to see. So Zaroff basically pays out for 76. And that item feels absurdly worth it. Let's add the wine. Let's see if we can get a dwarf to drink the wine before Zaroff eats the dwarf. I don't necessarily see it happening, but we will try. I mean, there's still 2 dwarves in the deck. It's a weird race that I never thought we would. Hey, we got it. Okay. What an interesting scenario. So 575 doing 3 spins. We'll get that easily. Just give me a Void Stone for the easy 8. Still have a dwarf that Zaroff is gonna murder. We could give him another dwarf to murder, but I think the Void creature is maybe just a little bit more valuable. I wish that Zaroff would actually have killed him. Because I feel like, I mean, that's actually significantly more valuable to us, to have him kill him. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's do some skipping here. There. Okay. So we've immediately gotten to exactly where we want to be. There's still a dwarf in the deck. We take the Joker. Then we take, I mean, like, none of these are valuable. We'll take Happy Hour. Then we need to come in. Zaroff's got to go. This Dwarf's got to go. I think this Shiny Pebble has to go. The coin has to go. And then, I hate to say it, but I have killed off one of the rabbits. We have too many rabbit fluff in the deck. It's fine, right? It's fine to have the rabbit fluff in the deck at the quantity that we have right now, because it's we're getting a frick load of rares, right? A lot of rares, and they're now getting affected by Rusty Gear, which is, I mean, that's great, right? That's completely fine. We don't want more, though. We want them to chill in the current state. This is a good buff, little 12 banger. And the question of the hour really becomes, is this enough, right? Is this enough to win the run if we just are rocking suits? You know, suits and rabbit fluff, right? It's a weird deck that I don't think any of us necessarily expected to work. But we're gonna try. We also have these wolves, right? The wolves are still doing some stuff in this deck for sure. Item capsule for Ninja Mouse. I don't think Ninja Mouse is something that we're going to really rely on for any value. I mean, this gets tripled as an 18 banger from the suit. And we're up 56 on this round. Rent increased to 700. So you gotta take the moon. That's just like the easiest decision of all time. I forgot that coin on a string removes our coin. I would have 100% gone a different direction with that and not removed that coin if I knew that that item did that. I just completely forgot about it, I'll be honest with you. So, do we have means for success here? Is 80 a turn enough? And the answer is it should be, right? It definitely should be. I did add another rabbit fluff. I know you're looking at this going, Tyler, is too much rabbit fluff? It might be. It genuinely might be. We need the moon to really pop off a little bit. We'll take the goldfish. He just gets added to the pot. Or bowl. I suppose pot implies we're eating him, which is a very... I mean, one, just to, like, don't eat goldfish, I guess. If you're gonna eat fish, don't eat pets. Just put your dog in the oven. Okay. That's completely not what you should do. Goldfish live their purpose. To be snagged at a bad carnival and then be ignored by a 5-year-old and eventually put into a massive pond in your backyard because he died in your sleep and you don't want your kid to know. That's all that the goldfish is good for. Removal capsule. We have gone off on a strange tangent here. A tangent I'm not sure anybody actually wanted me to go on. So we have basically fully succeeded on that round. We're sitting 100 ahead. This is for the win, right? And of course you give me like the hardest decision ever. We've got 7 suits, but we only have 4 things that could be buffed by a moon. I'm sorry, I have to take another Joker. And then I will take Booster Pack, and I don't even know what I'm looking for from this. But we will possibly do some re-rolling here. I'll take another Wolf. I'll take a Club. And I'll take a moon. Okay, it's just a strange deck, really, it is. I think that it is possibly time to remove all rabbit fluffs, although the bonus of them is good. Let's remove, we'll remove some stuff here. We'll remove some stuff. I don't need the sun. Maybe we can skip, yeah, another removal capsule is good. Flowers gotta go, cherries gotta go. It's tough, right? I mean, I guess you can remove a rabbit fluff. We just want to thin the deck enough that we get the jokers to actually hit stuff, right? Because right now, I mean, they're not. More spades is good. I mean, that bunny, the bunny's worth 9. It's hard to be upset about that. Another wolf. It's a weird balance between how much of each thing we want. I think we will win, but I think this is a loss in Endless. Maybe, like, quite literally on the first spin of Endless. I mean, not the first spin, but the first rent cycle. It's just strange deck. It's combining two decks that do not normally work together. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's tried this, right? It's a dumb combination of decks. And I think that the ideal place to go is to transition it to just be full moon wolf or full Joker suits, right? But I also understand that is not very easy to get there. I am going to remove our rabbit, and I know it gets buffed by the moon. But here's my line of thinking, okay? Also, that wolf on the far right for 54 is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So we're up 300. I maybe underestimated this a little bit, because it is actually fine. I mean, it's more than fine. It's actually very good. Those are all terrible, though. I mean, I will actually just skip through that. If I knew that we were getting lockpicked, then obviously we would have played that a little bit differently. Strange build. Strange build. We're looking now, you know, how do we transition into a true endless stage? I think it's getting more removals to get things like the cats out of the deck, right? And then it's slowly transitioning these rabbit fluff out of the deck. I probably should have taken the safe. But it's slowly moving the rabbit fluff out of the deck just because it's not doing anything now. Like, it's giving us more rares, but in reality, I don't really think we care, right? I mean, it's ensuring we're getting clubs, more suits at an alarming pace. I suppose that is good, but is it actually? Do we need it? Those are the questions that we have to ask. The problem is really that we just have where 5 things in the spin are friggin' rabbit fluff, man. That's not helping. That's not helping in the slightest. We'll take Chemical 7. It's worth 8, technically. Not that 1 extra necessarily really matters to me at all. See, it's just kind of like, I'm going to take the item capsule. I know that you're looking at it going, take the wolf, but we have so many suits. Right? We got so many suits. I feel like we should be doing a suit deck. Not a wolf deck. And I know that wolf decks are better, right? They're better. We don't have the items to make them amazing right now. But they are better. Oh, frick it. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Then we'll go tax evasion. So Midas Bomb did not hit. Is not here. But this'll, I mean, look, we're looking to hit a frick load of rabbit fluff. And of course you did not... You didn't do anything for me. I want to see what our item is that we just got. Is a skip? What do you... Is green pepper. Okay, who cares? Midas Bomb? There we go. So 2 suits and our moon, and also I forgot that puts cheese in our friggin' deck. Okay, I will say that's actually horrible. It's legitimately horrible. Because now I have to add a mouse to this deck in order to get the cheese out of the deck. Frick, dude. I mean, it's just like a weird situation. I'm always gonna take Midas Bomb in those situations, though. That's a great arrow. It's a really good arrow. I'll always take Midas Bomb in those scenarios, just because it's one of those items that it's just fun to deal with. But that was not a good Midas Bomb. Let it be very well known. It was not a good Midas Bomb in the slightest. So that finally opened. That's good stuff. We might not make it through this rent cycle, just so you know. Yeah, I mean, 250 in the next 2 spins is going to be extraordinarily difficult for us to get. So, yeah, I mean, this one's gonna be a wrap, and I think that's fine. In all honesty, this run succeeded in what I needed it to do, which was essentially win with a suit build. Let's start again. And let's do something different this time. We have not gotten a cultist build to work in the new meta. I still think ore builds are now like so stupid strong that it's not worth doing them. It's weird how I play. I just don't care about doing the stuff that guarantees a win. I like to get a little wackier with the way that we play. So I'm taking some stuff for future meta, right? You know, lock boxes, but we don't have keys. Goldfish, but we don't have crap like that. We'll take one of those. Oh, we could go checkered flag. It's an interesting approach for sure. I think grave robber is a better item. Checkered flag can be a game-winning item, but I'd like grave robber a little bit. And dude, that cultist is he's just chilling in the deck, completely useless right now, which is not really where you want to be. It's not really where you want to be. So magpie, if we took checkered flag, sure, but we didn't. So let's not get too crazy here. And we're teetering on the edge right now for sure. While time machine is very good for us, I actually prefer lockpick, especially with our lockbox right now. We need immediate stuff, not long term right now. So I have to, you know, while these coals, right, with time machine, they're great. It's just not, we can't really plan on that for right now. This is gonna be tight. I don't actually think we have the meat and potatoes to get through this one. Do we? I think it's gonna be tight. I think we lose. Yeah, it's not nearly enough. Okay. Well, we spread ourselves thin, right? It's not a great build. We could go Oyster. I think it's a horrible item to start with. I'll just let you know, in case you were at all curious about my opinion of the Oyster. I think it's freaking horrendous to start with, which is essentially why I'm doing it. Let's take mouse. We start with the Oyster with every intention of getting a diver on this run. Will it happen? I mean, it's close to impossible, right, to predict whether or not we're gonna end up getting a diver on this run. But I think it's fun to sometimes, you know what, let's take the ore too. I think it's fun to sometimes make a bold prediction at the beginning and then see if that bold prediction can come true, right? So we're at 39. We will be completely fine here. I'll take a key so we can take something that helps us. I mean, take the crab as well. We're now really basically saying, diver, if you don't show up, we're gonna be really sad. Item capsule. But let's go checkered flag. We could always transition to a weird sort of way. Pool ball is such a horrible item to get here. I understand that it is a permanent 1 benefit, which is great, but it's just, it's the boringest item of all time. Wanted poster is intriguing. 67 and 3 spins. We're completely fine. We will make that with ease. I'm throwing another key in the deck. I suppose, you know, we do need something to actually dump onto the key, but the game doesn't want to give us that thing yet. So it will. Let's go reroll capsule, and fertilizer's fine, but I don't think we're gonna do anything with it. So I'm just letting you know. Let's take a buffing for right now. Not that it does any value at the current moment. Lockbox can get hit with a key. Beautiful. You'd love to see that. Are we fine for 150 in a couple of spins here? I think we are. We can afford to skip. Keep in mind that our skips are worth 2, so we can use those as a little bit of extra currency at this stage of the game. We're desperately needing to get to that, you know, spot where we have we have something that begins to pop us, right? I need a hooligan to take care of. This is exactly what we need, actually. This is beautiful. Okay, we're safe for an entire round, basically. We won't be super ahead. Like, if you think that was going to completely change our run, it's not going to completely change our run. We're still in not great shape on this one. And we're relying solely on, you know, rare item drop from finishing a rent cycle and then re-rolling until we get, like, crazy value. This is not the crazy value. I mean, I think you take, like, a wealthy here. I think Rusty Gear you quite literally have to take. I know Comfy Pillow guarantees us the rare, but we're not going to have the money to make it work. I could take another Urn. I think Voidstone offers us more at the current moment in time. And is getting scary. Rusty Gear with the pearls is good stuff. That does help, because they're now all worth 2. 45 a turn is going to actually put us in a fine spot, I think. Rusty Gear, in fact, actually kind of saved this run. 275 doing 2 spins. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. I'm going to hit you with 1 reroll. Okay. Just give me the spirit. I'm chill with that. A 4-banger. Oh, dude, it's going to be tight. It's going to be real freaking tight. We did not get it. We did not get it. Okay. Let's do 1 more today. 1 more. We'll see where it takes us. Turtle is not very good. Cultist is also, I mean, it's just terrible. Early game. Sadly, I wish it was better, but it's just not. It's just not. I also am kind of forced into taking the 3-sided die to start here. Let's take another 3-sided die, but I once again, is not great for our run. A lucky early could give us something to go kind of crazy. We'll take white pepper. What are you going to give me to fuel this run? A sun, huh? Okay. Yeah. I mean, the sun is great. It immediately gives us something to build around. And that something is flowers, in case you were at all confused. I don't think you are, because it's the most common synergy in this game at this point. Everybody knows about flower meta. Maybe we can make a small flower meta work. I think that there's definitely other approaches we could build into the flower meta. I mean, you got to take rain here. Maybe you also take a wanted poster to try to make a weird thief thing happen. We'll take another cultist. I mean, cultist flower meta, is that where we want to take this? I mean, we're still like 1 away from we're still 1 away from cultists even bothering to help us, right? Actually, I think it's 4 when they start to really help you. They're at least providing us 1 now, but getting another 1 in the deck will really help us out. I've had the opportunity to add bounty hunters and the other things, banana peels, to the deck, both of which hold value. They do. It's value that I don't even have the thief yet. You know, I know it's good, but I don't have the thief that can really make it great. So we'll take black pepper. I think it pays for itself in the long run. Egg carton might be better, and I'm not going to disagree with that either. But this build is probably good enough to take us, I mean, not absurdly far, right? But probably at least far enough that we 150 and 3 spin. It's gonna be tight. We need a couple of pop-off rounds, I'd say. Another chemical 7 is good. 1 more chemical 7 would really make me feel good about the future here. But this is fine. We'll get to 150 without any issues. And then yeah, there's 168. We restart. This is garbage. This is garbage. We don't like this. We could re-roll guarantee uncommons. Are there any uncommons we're even looking for? I'm going to tell you not really. I'm just going to skip. So Curse Katana. Ninjas give 2 more for each other ninja. Dude, we've never done a ninja run. Like, quite literally never done a ninja run. Can we really make a ninja run work? Are we going to get a very strange ninja sun build? I highly doubt it, right? Like, I highly doubt it. We do need to add more. Oh, frick. Why'd you have to give me a cultist right now? Okay, I have to add the cultist for right now. I'm sorry. It is better than the ninja in the current state. I will add another ninja to the deck. I think we're too late, dude. I don't think this is good enough. Like, I need a chemical 7 to come out right now, and I don't think we're gonna get it. You know, we need, dude, reroll is actually like kind of great here. We need the B to absurdly pop off right now. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you 1 more. I'll give you 1 more. Dude, I kind of wanted the katana to pop. I think that would have been so much fun. Let's take a crow. We're doing bird meta. Bird meta has never failed us. Absolutely never failed us. We'll just take a frick load of birds, and then that will carry us to the finish line. There's no doubt about that. So we're getting a -4 on this next spin. Let's keep that in mind. Voidstone early is fantastic. Fish tank for permanence is also valuable. I will skip. Voidstone kind of holds a lot of the value right now. We don't have to do much besides just let Voidstone chill and collect. Just let Voidstone chill and collect. That's a horrifying position for it, because we genuinely really need this from the Voidstone. We're good. We're good. What do we want? Let's take the wine. Let's take rusty gear. Obviously also very good. If I could have like 8,000 owls on this run, I would be over the moon. I will take a bunny, because if moon, then happy. We'll take a dwarf for the wine. That's good. And we're just like, here's the problem with a build like this, right? At the very beginning, we went, ooh, let's go bird meta, right? And then shortly thereafter, we got literally no birds. Like, we haven't even seen another bird. There's finally another owl, but, you know, the whole point of a meta is that you actually end up doing it, and the problem is we're not even close to that. So, like, Nori the rabbit doesn't help us. I suppose triple coins helps us more. You know, I know we have a rabbit, but at least the coin gives 3, whereas the rabbit would have given 2. Now, I mean, getting another rabbit, you could argue that it is more beneficial to have done Nori, but you're also banking on, you know, knowing the future, which is a lot harder. I'll take another crow. I don't know, right? I don't know. Is a crow the correct move? Almost certainly not. But when one says bird meta, you have to take birds. I'm sorry. It's the honest to goodness truth. You have to take the freaking birds, and you have to just see how far those birds can take you. So I think a Hexatedium is actually very good in this deck. While we are looking for something like a witch, right? We're kind of just looking for more owls. I don't think Lucky Cat's the answer. I don't. I'll take Egg Carton. Hexatedium's a weird one. It can really go multiple directions for you, and those directions can be good or bad. So there's another owl, and they're now going to give us 2, occasionally more because of the rusty gear and them providing their extra money, right? So that's good. More urns for the hooligan. Are we making enough to get to 225? Absolutely not. We are just fricked. I didn't take the permanent fish, but it doesn't matter. We're actually just completely screwed. We had no freaking chance of making it to 225. It's a little bit of a cursed run, but we got one good one today, and I can feel pretty good about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, likes on the video, much appreciated. You guys rock. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.